Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here, starting off the day next to a gargantuan Coca-Cola bottle on top of a roof. Oh great, now I'm thirsty. It's my second channel, daily vlog channel. It's the Daily Woo. Currently on Interstate 70, heading straight westbound. Game plan for the day to continue on this same type of route. I'll probably take some different roads, but going through Maryland in a westward fashion is the projected path. Case in point, there are two westward directions. Now I'm veering off onto I-68. Very scenic views in this neck of the woods, that's for sure. It's suddenly becoming very foggy the higher elevation that I get. I'm going up slightly up into the mountains. I'm gonna check out this rest area. Just look at that fog. Looks pretty awesome. They have built this walkway over the main thoroughfare, leading from one rest area. I parked Large Marge right down there and strutted across the interstate, and you could technically walk down this path to the rest area on the other side of the freeway. You don't see that too often. You see overpasses and you see walkways all the time in cities, but you rarely see them from one rest spot leading to another. So if one bathroom's not clean enough, you just walk over to the other one. Whenever I see these fenced-in walkable overpasses, I can't help but think of the movie Gummo. I don't know if you've ever seen that film or not, but that's what it reminds me of. If only I had this hat off and I had some bunny ears. It's hard to make out the image from all the scratches and years of weather deterioration, but I think that is an image of the cliff, the mountain that I am looking at currently, and there's a little walkway. We can go up there. Quite a few stairs leading to the pinnacle, but I made it. I have reached the summit. Well, the summit's up there, but I've gone as far as I'm allowed to go. This shows the different layers: claystone, seep, and sandstone. Almost looks like a birthday cake. Very majestic up here. It is starting to rain, however. Drizzling just a little bit. Okay, now it's starting to really come down. My camera's getting soaked. I just passed a sign saying that was Sideling Hill, 1,629 foot elevation. I thought it was higher than that. Either way, we're still up here and the views are beautiful. Entering the Green Ridge State Forest. Supposedly there's a scenic overlook somewhere on property. I think you have to go around the side of this log cabin. Oh, check it out. Only you can grow. Are those petunias? This lengthy path through the woods leads to our destination. When you see a sign that says scenic overlook, someone's shooting guns off. When you see a sign, you never really know how majestic or how beautiful it's actually going to be till you get there. It's kind of like, it's like a Christmas Day opening a present. You don't know what's in there till you actually look upon it with your own eyes. This one, however, appears to be, at first glance, yep, it definitely is, impressive. Most impressive. Trees, 4 miles. Wow. This platform is a little bit of an overhang, not too steep, but if it went out just a little bit further, you would plummet straight down into that very deep ravine. This part's not too bad. There are a few rocks, jagged rocks down there, and when they built it, they made it to where you could just teeter over the edge, and inscribed are the names of the people who created this in 1993. Whatever you do, don't look down. I'm just noticing the circle that has been inscribed on the ground. Is that a trap door? I was just standing there. Why didn't you warn me? Inside this little gazebo is a lot of different information, including this. How long would it take for these objects to biodegrade in the forest? Like a cigarette, cans, bottles, peanuts. Let's take a look. 2 to 5 years on the cigarettes. Food, up to 3 years. Cans, up to 400 years. Holy goodness. Glass bottles. Thousands or millions. That's a big gap in the time frame. And I don't know about you, but this is the largest. Look at the size of that mailbox. Smokey the Bear, he's a popular dude. He must receive a heck of a lot of fan mail. Look at my hand next to it. Man, I don't think I've ever seen a mailbox of that magnitude before. One thing about this route, it certainly has its ups and downs. You start way down at a low elevation, then you go straight up and then straight back down. It's almost like the terrain can't make up its mind. Now, Big the Foot, you're not gonna believe this, but check out the name of this place. Bow, 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 bow. This is definitely a pull off the main road type of event. How often do you see a town named after Fred and Barney? Wait, Barney's last name was Rubble, right? Screwed that up. I also don't remember a character named Billy being on the show. However, they do have some drawings paying homage to the classic cartoon right there on the wall. And here on the window are a few different advertisements, but there's also a diagram on how to do the Heimlich maneuver. Must be a problem around here. It does make sense though. If you're a tourist and you're passing through here, you see the name of the town, you could get a little choked up. Bam Bam! Truth be told, however, the lady at the convenience store said the rest of the town does not share in the excitement of having the coincidental name. And that's understandable, I suppose. They probably hear the jokes day in, day out. Either way, pretty cool little spot. Maryland is a very interestingly shaped state. If you go to the right just a few feet would be Pennsylvania. If you go to my left, if you veered off the exit, I would be in West Virginia. It's a very interesting phenomenon that does not exist too often in the US, but I could throw a rock to either side and hit a totally different state. But don't be confused. Technically, legally, I am still in Maryland. Not the entire encompassing state, just this little corridor that I'm currently on, just this few miles. I'm staying the course though. Stay in the course. Stopped off just outside Frostburg, the location of a very interesting story. A pastor by the name of Richard Green that in the mid-70s on this very location started building an ark. It's nowhere near completed. In fact, that is a complete understatement. After 4 decades, the progress has not come very far. In fact, all there really is are these steel beams and concrete platforms. But the only lumber of any form is this small pile laying here in the field and the 3 crosses right next to the sign trying to lead people's attention off the interstate. Simply stating that it is being rebuilt right here. And if you use your imagination, you can see the design of these iron beams. If you placed wood all along the side of it, it would resemble, no pun intended, an ark. This probably isn't the best idea on very slick. There's like a marsh, a swamp down here. I never spent days in the circus, so yeah, I'm just gonna leave that be. I suddenly got flashbacks of a certain bike wreck that I was in. and I just imagined myself tumbling down into this little swampy nether region. I didn't really want that to happen, so I didn't go all the way across. I could have, but it's very, very wet and slippery. I don't need that in my life today. As best I can tell, the main frame, the pre-production before the actual building technically begins, is only about halfway to a third done. It's supposed to stretch all down this way. This reminds me, in Orlando, there's a thing called the I-4 eyesore, and it's not completed and hasn't been for decades. I wonder if this is the Maryland Orlando version I-4 eyesore. Upon completion, this would be or will be the main entrance in between these pillars here. And I have to think, I wonder if they slowed down construction even considerably more after the one just south of Cincinnati, northern Kentucky, opened up. There is an Ark, a tourist attraction, that opened up. I wonder if that has anything to do with them not trying to finish this. Or maybe it's just not meant to be. Who's to say? Not me, that's for sure. Either way, it's pretty incredible this is out here in the mountains of Maryland. And with that, shh, don't tell anyone. I am now in West Virginia. See you guys tomorrow. Keep it a secret. Vlog over.